To the Nose racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Buffalo. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down, Las Vegas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Buying time to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On play action, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Hassan Reddick able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen in the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain there for the Bills. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Allen now looks to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's out quickly to Chenault. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Allen. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Carr. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Akers has got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8.
17's Mike 17. Let's go, D. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. Tommy Sweeney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're saying right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Allen. And the Raiders have got him. It's a loss of... on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So the Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Carr to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a wide receiver's dream, because if they can make that first man miss, a lot of times they turn these into big plays, and that's exactly what happened here.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. looking to throw again on second down. Allen to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the give, this is Akers. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. That's out quickly to Chenault. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
To throw again on second down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second and 7, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. On the counter, this is Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's out to the flat for Akers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
First down, Las Vegas.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr, a quick throw, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Carr to throw.
Gets this to Waller, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Carr. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's loss number 3 for them on the